I was in Lansing yesterday at the House Education Committee with Jesse Levesque from Emmanuel Baptist Academy in Corunna. We were there to testify on a Senate bill that had come up in the House Education Committee. And the prelude to this is they said that this is the first step, this is the incrementalism of having a homeschool Christian school registration. And our purpose in being there was, number one, to get on record to say that we oppose this, but then secondly, also to let them know that we want them on record saying this is not going to happen. Because in the past, we've heard of things that government has said this will not happen, only to see it happen later. And so as we went to this committee, we knew that there would be some political posturing on their part. We also knew that we were not full of mystical expectations that something magical would happen and they would put in an amendment or they would change wording. It got passed out of committee and it's heading out to the vote of the entire floor. And I put the entire video down in the description. There'll be a link there. And I will be the first to admit I did edit this clip just for time and brevity and to make sure that the pertinent parts were put on this presentation so that you could see what it is that they say. They're saying the quiet part out loud. And it's very informative for you to listen to this and just to see how they frame this and what it is that they plan on doing. I think that they are projecting for what they would like to do in the future. And when I take a look at this, what we're looking at in our society today is really educational lethargy, in that they know that they have high school students that do not fare well on SAT scores. High school students in some districts can't even read the diplomas that they're given. And so instead of addressing the fact that these students need help on the high school, junior high level, they're bringing their effort right down to lower L. As you listen to the senator, and she is going to talk about the bill that she's introduced.
With that, I'm going to welcome up Senator Polhanke, who will be testifying to Senate Bill 285.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you. Today I rise in support of my bill, Senate Bill 285, that makes kindergarten required for Michigan's 5-year-old kids. If we're serious about setting kids up for a lifetime of success, early education's where it's at. As Governor Whitmer and our caucus in the legislature push forward with our goal to make preschool universal for all 4-year-olds here in Michigan, it doesn't make sense that kindergarten continues to be optional. We just want to create a culture where parents and everybody in Michigan knows your kid's going to go to kindergarten here.
I felt like our purpose in being there was to get them on record, was also to let them know that in the spirit of Paul Vanneman, that they can make these rules or whatever they're going to do. It doesn't necessarily mean that we are just going to stand in line.
I just want to alert everyone, there is nothing in my why for this bill. It's about a homeschool registry. That is, if we wanted to do a homeschool registry, I'm the chair of the education department, I'm the chairwoman of the majority caucus, we would have done it. Nothing in my why. My big why is about counting homeschool kids.
Okay, next up, our last testimony is from, and I hope I say the names right, Tim Schmidt and Jesse Levesque. Okay, and again, we'll give you 3 minutes, and that'll be our last testimony, and then we will.
Thank you, Representative Kolazar, and thank you, members of the committee, for allowing us to speak today. Representing the Michigan Association of Christian Schools, the one concern that we would have on this, as we read the bill, it appears, and I'm willing to be corrected on this, that if a parent should choose not to enroll their child in the local intermediate school district public school, they are to, according to the bill, notify that school district in writing that their child will not be attending that school. Is that correct?
I didn't hear the question, I'm sorry.
Do the parents need to notify the local school district that their kindergarten age child will not be attending that school?
Dr. Kennedy.
The waiver needs to be only entered if that parent intends to enroll that child in public school. It does not apply to parochial, private, or homeschooling.
So there's an opt-out option for parents who have their child in a Christian school, homeschool. This is not government overreach.
Correct. This is strictly addressing public schools.
Okay, thank you so much. The concern that we would have is we believe that parents make the best decisions for their children, which is why they enroll their child in a Christian school or choose to homeschool. And when the senator was here and she had made the statement that this is in no way a registration for homeschoolers or Christian schools, that very emphatic about it. And we've known in the past that there have been instances where the government has said that this would never happen, only to show that it has happened. So our concerns would be that there are safeguards for those parents who, through their convictions and their conscience, would be allowed to keep their child in a non-public school, Christian school, or homeschool environment.
Yeah, I'm an administrator of a Christian school, part of the Michigan Association of Christian Schools. I'm a father of a 4-year-old daughter, soon to be 5, so this directly impacts her. My daughter in our school, she's going to be reading by the end of kindergarten. And I look at the state's track record and I see the statistics are staggering. Kids not proficient in reading even by 4th, 5th, 6th grade. And so, like he said, I know we're short on time, so I'll cut my spiel short. Parents' rights to choose is imperative, and so we would strongly oppose any need for us to check in with the public school systems. Even having to get a waiver and an exemption, I believe to be unnecessary and something we would oppose, and would not intend to comply with my daughter or even with our school, because I believe this is an overreach and a step down that slippery slope towards a school registry, which we are definitely opposed to.
Okay, thank you. And just for clarification, the bill does not require you to get a waiver from a public school.
All right, this is Tim, and I'm with Jesse Levesque, administrator at Emmanuel Baptist Academy in Corunna. We're at the Capitol building. We've had time to testify on a bill that was before the House Education Committee, and we're just now heading over to the Capitol, crossing this street, making sure that the Michigan drivers are as safe as they claim to be. And as always, there's somebody in front of the Capitol who's giving a little bit of protest, which is one of the things that I love. They have a First Amendment right to say what they want to say, to speak on the issues that they want to speak on, and that's why we're here. We believe in defending First Amendment rights, religious liberty. We believe in defending a parent's right to choose. We do not support government overreach with registering homeschoolers and Christian school students. And so we were here to testify against Senate Bill 285. It went well. We were able to speak to Representative Johnson, stopped in to see a couple of the other representatives, and now we're just heading over to the Capitol building.
Because it's not too late. It's not too late. We can do the right thing. It's never too late to do the right thing.
So Jesse and I had testified over in the House Education Committee, and I would just like to have Jesse's assessment. How do you think it went today?
I think it went well. We got right in at the end and got to give our testimony and basically try to get some clarification on what this kind of mandatory enrollment looks like when it comes to our unwillingness to comply or our desire to not participate in that. And so still maybe lacking a little bit of clarity, but glad we came and said what we needed to say and representing parent responsibility and parent choice.
Well, thanks for listening, and thank you so much for your participation in the Michigan Association of Christian Schools. You're the ones that make what we do possible. And that's pretty much the philosophy of the Michigan Association of Christian Schools, and it has been for over 50 years now. I would welcome your comments on this, and please feel free to watch the whole video, look in the description, and let me know your thoughts as we go forward on this. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this.